To come and see the familiar faces. We get comfortable speaking in front of the same people all the time. We like to do our officer roles. We love to come to Speaking of Liberty to talk about politics and bash liberals and whatever else we do here. But Toastmasters is so much more than staying inside your club. There's a lot of opportunities outside the club. And for those of you who don't know, I'm just letting you know I'm doing a module speech, and it's something that we work on in our advanced manuals. You have to do 2 modules, and there's several things you can do, and I've chosen going beyond our club today. So that's what I'm going to be talking about today. And there's many ways that you can go outside the club. One of the easiest things to do is to participate in speech contests. Almost every club has a speech contest twice a year. There's many opportunities to go to other clubs. You can judge at their contest. You can be a ballot counter. You, if you're really lucky, another club might ask you to be their Toastmaster. You can compete at those contests, and if you're not ready for that, you can just simply go sit in the audience and watch and see what's happening. And it's a lot of fun, sometimes, especially this round of contests, because we're going to have tall tales, we're going to have table topics, and you'll get to see different people from around the district and see how talented they are. And there's a lot of funny things that happen. And if you really want to improve, I think that's a good way to do that, is to go to speech contests. And we have our club contests, then we go up to area, then we have division, and then district. Another thing that you can do to go beyond the club is to take a different leadership role. I'm an area governor, so right now I have 3 clubs under me, and what I do as an area governor is I'm supposed to visit the clubs twice a year. I do it a little bit more, but that's one of the minimum things, and it's a great way to meet other Toastmasters and help share my experiences with them. I organize the area contest. I pass them along a lot of information from the district, and I just there as a line of communication for anything that they need if they have any questions, because a lot of these people that are in the clubs, they're new and they don't really know, so they need someone experienced to kind of help them along. You could move up after that and be a division governor, where you have several areas underneath you. And then you can move on up to district leadership. Another outside the club thing you could also do is you could volunteer to be a club coach. There's clubs that are struggling and they have low members and they're trying to keep their club going, and you go and you support them and you attend their meetings and you help them try to get their club going again. There's conference opportunities. Training is another really easy way to go outside the club. Just going to the training and you get to meet all these other Toastmasters, share your experience. And one thing that I've learned going outside the club is that Toastmasters are almost all really nice and friendly, except for maybe if you meet somebody like me who's a little bit kind of like, I don't want to talk to you, leave me alone.
It takes you a while.
It does. It takes a while. It takes a while to get out there. Another thing that was not in this outline that we do here in District 55, it's called the Club Ambassador Program. And lucky for us in here, your area governor, Cindy Tarsi, she's in charge of the Ambassador Program. This is something I participated in a few years ago, and that's actually how I started to where I wanted to go to other clubs, and actually one time joined. I think I was a member of 6 or 7 clubs at one time, and just to be honest, I really don't recommend doing that. You kind of spread yourself too thin when you join too many clubs and your whole life is Toastmasters. But what the Ambassador Program is you visit other clubs, and you can go online and fill in a form, or you can turn in a paper form, and then you say what date you went, and now what I understand is it asks you a few more questions about the meeting. And you go and there's prizes. They haven't released exactly what the prizes are this year, but in the past they've been gift certificates to the Toastmasters store and things like that. And it's a really good way to get out there and to meet other people and to kind of step outside the club. And one of the reasons why I did this module here in this club is because not a lot of people here go outside the club. And I wanted to share with everybody opportunities to go outside the club. And there's actually also, if you wanted to be like an assistant area governor, there's still time to do that. I know all of us area governors are deciding whether or not we're going to have one. I don't have one yet. And if anybody's interested in being an assistant area governor and being trained to be an area governor to go take future leadership roles, let me know after the meeting. But this club is a club, a lot of us are activists. We're activists, a lot of us are candidates for office, and I've been all of those things in the past prior to being in Toastmasters. It sure would have helped me a lot when I was running for city council to be in Toastmasters, to have been an area governor before, to have been used to going to different functions and meeting different people, because I would have been able to mingle better. I would go to events and, you know, I'm running for city council and I can't even go up to somebody and shake their hand and say, hi, can you vote for me? If I went out and did that now, I sure would. I sure would be able to do that. I couldn't participate in a forum because I would see all these strange faces looking at me. Sometimes there was a television camera and it really freaked me out. I couldn't go in front of city council and even read a letter that I wrote them because I was so scared. I wasn't used to going out and planning things and organizing things, just like when I was an activist and I was trying to plan simple things like canvassing for a candidate or a party or an event, because I was so last minute, I'm just by nature, I'm a procrastinator. So going outside the club, being an area governor, participating in Toastmasters has really helped me a lot to do those things better. And the last time I went to speak in front of a committee at city council, I did so much better. It wasn't as good as I'd like it to be since I've been in Toastmasters for so long, but it really does help, and it helps with those skills. And I think it's important to develop those skills, because we all are here. We all want to get better. We want to get better. We don't want to be evaluated. It doesn't really do much good to be evaluated by the same people or the same person over and over. When you get outside the club and you speak, or you have people come in, like people from Arthur Storer came in, you get the opportunity to have a different person evaluate you and a different take on your meeting. They can give you some pointers, or when you go to their meeting, you can see how their club is unique and maybe ways that you can use what they're doing in their club. Now, I know at Arthur Storer, they do a song of the day at the beginning of the meeting. And I always really enjoyed that. I don't know if we'll ever do that here, but there's other roles that we can add. So in conclusion, I just wanted to say that I think it's important to Toastmasters is so much more than just staying in the club, getting on our soapbox and talking about politics, which is fun, something we all enjoy doing, but there's a whole leadership track, a whole lot of opportunities outside the club. Mr. Toastmaster.